So it's no secret that I'm quite a big Borderlands fan, and we are just over 30 days away from the release of Borderlands 4. And so I thought, to commemorate this exciting time while waiting for Borderlands 4 to come out, I'm gonna try and kill a raid boss every single day until Borderlands 4 comes out. So this is another day of killing one raid boss a day until Borderlands 4 releases. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Ndoplex, and if you've been around the channel recently, you'll probably see that we have been doing a raid boss every single day until Borderlands 4 releases, and we have so far done 65 of these videos. So I figured, since we've already killed every single raid boss at least once, I actually had a comment on one of my more recent videos from Gears F9S, so thank you very much here, was maybe a suggestion, make a wheel of the remaining bosses. Well, I haven't made a wheel of the remaining bosses, but I have made a wheel of every single raid boss in Borderlands 1, 2, 3, the pre-sequel, and also Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And instead of choosing a boss myself every single day for the remaining 30 or so days, we're going to just spin the wheel for every single one of these. And so for today, let's spin the wheel, and it's going to be... Wow, that's a spin. We have TERRAMORPHOUS the Invincible. What a fantastic start to the wheel spinning saga. So let's load up Borderlands 2 and take down TERRAMORPHOUS. So here we are in Borderlands 2. I think for this one I am going to be playing... Who do I actually want to play for this one? Maybe I'll play the Maya. Maybe I'm on Maya. I do like Maya, and we'll take Maya into TERRAMORPHOUS' lair to try and take him down. Now, TERRAMORPHOUS was the very first raid boss introduced into Borderlands 2, that is. Obviously, we had Cormorants inside of Borderlands 1, but for Borderlands 2, it was TERRAMORPHOUS was the first on the block, and you couldn't fight this guy until you made it all the way up to level 50. So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock, and this guy is definitely a very tough raid boss. Luckily, there is a wonderful little... I'm not going to call it a glitch, because it's been in the game, and it's been left in the game for a very long time, but there's a little rock that will help us survive TERRAMORPHOUS' onslaught quite nicely. So, yeah, let's head into the arena and get this fight underway. First, we've got to, of course, go for the wonderful Iridium door. Look at this. 8 Iridium. Take my Iridium. See if I care. Something reasonable. You go over to fight Dexy and it costs you 100 Iridium. At least here it's only 8. It's not too bad. Let me in. Open up. Bang. There we go. TERRAMORPHOUS peak. And we'll drop in and fight this massively oversized Thresher. Also, did you guys know that this Thresher, TERRAMORPHOUS over here, is actually the very same Thresher that we sent all the way to Pandora from Elpis when doing the... I think it was a quest for a Hammerlock in Borderlands the pre-sequel. You send this worm-like creature in a rocket ship all the way down to Pandora. And yeah, that worm-like creature, they called it Terry in Borderlands pre-sequel. Yep, that is TERRAMORPHOUS. So it seems like TERRAMORPHOUS coming over to Pandora and making this his hometown seems to have done pretty well for himself, really, all things considered. But yeah, here we go. We have Maya. The build is going to be a pretty straightforward one. For this one, we are going to need all the damage we possibly can. So for this, we are going to be using a B shield. We're going to be using our legendary Cat class mod, which is going to give us a 133% bonus SMG damage. I'm going to be putting on a Incendiary Bone of the Ancients for more damage. We need a Longblade Slag Crossfire, which is going to give us our slagging ability on Craw. Unfortunately for Craw, he doesn't really slag very easily. He's a bit of a pain to slag, but we will go with it. I'm also going to stick on a Fire Top Neo or something like that, just to maybe get us out of dodge in case we die, but we should be okay. And the main damage source of this build is going to be the Flying Sandhawk. The Sandhawk, you all know it. It's the, shoots in a bird-like pattern, and every single one of those bullets gets bonus amp damage from the B-Shield, so that's going to really help us out taking down TERRAMORPHOUS the Invincible. I'll put on a Herald for backup in case we need to heal with a Grog or stuff like that. And yeah, that's probably all the weapons I'm going to be using. In terms of the build, a relatively straightforward Maya build. We have cooldown down here, movement speed, phase lock duration. These don't matter. Kill skills, we're not really going to be getting many kill skills other than on the tentacles, but those don't really matter. Crit damage here is great. Wreck is obviously an amazing skill, but this one you've got an enemy phase locked, and unfortunately we can't phase lock Terra, so not going to be very useful there. But we do have all of the kind of elemental damage. Mag size, really speed is great. Cloud Kill is obviously amazing. Reaper is a fantastic skill if you've never actually used it. Getting bonus damage on enemies that have more than 50% HP remaining is just amazing. Of course, when raid bosses have such a gigantic HP bar, An extra 8% damage goes a long way, and then, of course, Ruin, which will obviously help us slag Terramorphous whenever we need to. And we will actually we won't actually put the top knee on. What we'll do is we'll put on a Lady Fist as our final weapon, and we will try to do some crit swapping. In case you didn't realize, obviously the Lady Fist has 800% crit damage. If we fire a full burst with our Sandhawk and then swap over to the Lady Fist, we can actually transfer that 800% crit damage over to the Sandhawk to give us some big bonus juicy damage. All right, Terra, let's do this. If you haven't seen, he actually spawns out of this vault door here. You can see it coming down, swimming on over. What a cool boss, man. Terramorphous. He's definitely a great introduction to raid bosses in Borderlands 2. Oh, God, he's coming. Okay, we're going to head all the way over to the back of the arena here because we need to get up to Pride Rock. Pride Rock is going to be our safety net. We need to make sure we're there. Because it doesn't matter how powerful the raid boss is, they can always be taken down by some sort of, you know, cheese method, as it were. Well, I don't know. Is this cheese? It's definitely some sort of cheese, but I think it's allowed cheese because this rock has been here literally since Terramorphous was around, like very first around. So I feel like they know it's here. If they didn't want you to use it, they would take it out. And it's been in the game for, what, like 12 years now? So I feel like the developers are okay with it. And if they're not, I don't know, sue me. What are you going to do? So there are a few little things that can hit you from behind this rock. There are a few things you need to be wary of. One of them is going to be rock tentacles, because those things will throw the things at you. Spike tentacles, super easy. We do not need to bother these one bit. Absolutely fine for us. It will hit the rock nice and easy. But the rock tentacles can actually deal damage to you, so you just got to be a little bit careful for that. And sometimes if he comes close, which he's probably going to here, he can actually hit you here, so just be careful. Have your, you know, grog nozzle ready to switch to, just in case. Most of the time he will just miss, but occasionally he'll hit you. There we go, good damage. Huge damage, nice crits there. He's going to go back. Is he going to spawn the rock tentacles now? Might be rock tentacle time. Yeah. So these rock tentacles, make sure you kill them as quickly as you can. There we go, there's one. Two. Watch you miss a third one, but these rocks will hit you. Try and hit that one over there. And try and kill him, because it is annoying. You can dodge them, but then, like, you got to try and figure out, do I want to dodge the rock or do I want to dodge Terra? And it becomes a bit of like a juggling game, so just try and kill him. There's only ever 3 in like a round, so make sure you just take them out as quickly as you can. There we go. Nicely done. Spawn up in the middle. Where are you spawning, Terra? Terra goes through cycles. He goes through like phases. So next phase is always going to be beam tentacles. These guys are okay unless they spawn on your left. They can be a little bit dangerous. Mostly they're okay, but they can still hit you. So I like to just take out the beam tentacles, because any sort of dot damage is generally not great. Is he going to hit me? No. There we go. Very nice. There you go. See, he hit me there. Occasionally he just will, so just be ready for that. Most of the time he likes to miss, though, when he's close range like that. Alright, Terra, how are we doing? You going to spawn up for me? You're going to come back? It's like coming all the way back, okay. There you go, he hit me again. So, yeah, I'm always just ready to swap to the grog whenever he's close here, because he just occasionally does hit you. And if he catches you like twice in a row, he might accidentally kill you, so... I say accidentally kill you. He's obviously trying to kill us, but... Okay, so we got more beams here. I'm going to take out the beams as quickly as possible, just because they're obviously going to do a pretty good job at breaking my B shield. So there you go, beam ones are down, and the other ones really don't matter one bit. We can leave them up for as long as we want. They're not really going to be able to hit us. Good damage, beautiful. Might as well kill them if they're just going to sit there, though. Can be quite awkward to hit his crits because he likes to like kind of face you. Just like, let me hit your crits, Terra. Okay, we're out of ammo. Gonna run out. All of these tentacles that we killed before are gonna provide us with all the ammo we need. So grab out there. Back over to our spot. There we go. Full SMG ammo once again. So another good thing about Terra is he's very, very forthcoming with the ammo. Oh, Fireface. Okay. When he's in Fireface, we obviously can't deal any damage to him. I could actually swap over to like a shock Sandhawk while he's doing Fireface. Might as well. And also I'll swap to a shock Lady Fist, or yeah, just in case he does all of his beam tentacles. He can do the fire beam ones, and they can be just as dangerous. So might as well swap over and put on a Bone of the Ancients as well. Comes close like this, I'm just going to focus on cloud killing him and hope he's not going to kill me. There you go. Just keep cloud kill active and just try and stay alive for this phase. Hopefully we'll just health gate through everything. There we go. Very good. He doesn't stay in Fireface for long, so you probably don't actually need to switch. Masher Tentacle we can take out. There you go. There you go. He's actually out of Fireface already, see? So we will just swap everything back over because he is weak to fire damage unless he's in Fireface, and then he's just totally immune to it. Sometimes he's in it for a bit longer than that, hence why I swapped over to Shock, but a lot of the time he's not even in it, so. Mash Tentacles, pretty much everything in the front can be avoided. The one to the side I like to kill just in case, like these two that spawn here, because they are a little bit spooky, but most of the time they will just end up missing. There you go. And then once they're down, it's just a case of like shoot through the mashes to deal damage to Terra. Because they can't really hit you very easily. He likes to just sit there and watch you while Masher phases up. It's a good phase to deal damage. I will kill him if he's going to sit there. There we go. Beautiful. Come on, Terra, you butt. Good damage. Nice chunky bee noises as well. Where are you going now? Throw some grenades in, maybe. Okay, Fireface again. Yeah, so Fireface, Fire Tentacles. I will just stick on the Lady Fist. Just for any that spawn on the left-hand side. Because if these guys start hitting you, take off your B shot, it can just become a bit of a problem. You see they hit me a bit here, so... She needs to try and health gate them as much as possible. And try not to die in this phase. Spawning all those fire tentacles nearby can be very annoying. Ah, yeah, see, he spawned them like behind me. Unfortunately, if our B shield isn't up, there's not a lot we can really do to try and kill these guys. You can use the Herald, but you're really never going to make your way through. You're better off just trying to use some form of weapon to health gate. Because obviously, if you're getting hit by fire dots and stuff like that, it can get a bit sketchy very quickly. But we're just going to try and cloud kill the tentacles and keep firing our Grog Nozzle for just as much healing as we can. You don't want to die when you get to this phase. You start dying in this phase, not good, man. There we go. That's that phase over. Swap back to my Fire Lady first in case you need it. And of course, he's going to go back down and come back up, and we'll be able to deal damage to him. Very close now, though. On the O. That's good. Throw a couple of those, maybe. Where is he? We gone on holiday? Jesus, Terra, what are you doing? He hasn't done a singularity phase either. You really want to make sure you're behind the rock, not getting ammo during a sit. Wait, hello? Oh my god. Okay, he's going to do singularity, I think. When he, like, hits the wrong way, I find like that's his phase to do singularity. He just, like, shoots in the wrong direction, so he's probably going to do it now, I would have said. There you go, see? Now this phase is like perfect damage phase because we can do that and swap to our Lady. There you go. And he just stays like perfectly still, so. Beautiful damage. I get one more. Ooh, so close. Nice. Yeah, providing you're behind the rock, you're fine there. But if you do get caught in that, that can be one of his more dangerous moves. And then he just resets. He goes through all those cycles and then resets, and we'll be back on Spike Tentacles again. But we should be killing him before much is going on here. One more. There we go. TERRAMORPHOUS down. OP10 Terra. Not too much of a problem when you can use that rock. And quite a big problem if you can't use that rock. Did we get anything from him? That's the question. I saw a legendary, but that is going to be a Slayer of TERRAMORPHOUS Kong for Krieg. Amazing. I'm not playing Krieg. Thank you very much. Okay. And we got a bunch of iridium. Did we get a teeth or anything like that? No, I don't see any E-Tech weapons. E-Tech grenades, sorry. Could have got a breath. No Hider Terror. No nothing. God damn it. Yeah, so it's always a guaranteed drop to get some sort of Slayer of Terracom. And then all of our extras are on top of that. But we did not get lucky today, unfortunately. But regardless, that is another day, another raid boss defeated. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. Let's go up here and get the chest and see if we get anything good. What do we have here? Iridium. I consider Iridium good. Get a refund on the $8 we spent. And Matrox is not good. Wildcat's actually not good, but we want 6 on rec for that one. No, nothing we want there. There we go. Yep, that's going to about do it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow for another raid boss kill. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.